Pakistan set up the only changes for South Africa. Ryan McLaren and Harry, the pace of the pitch. Bowled him out! Off stump, flies out of the ground. Steyn strikes early.
Home fans, no end. Yeah, lots of shape right back in to the right-hander, left-hander. Shed on his way for 2.
Yeah, that's too wide and punished.
Colby had got into his action, dragged it down, put away for 4.
This is up in the air, man coming in underneath it, can't get there. Just have a look at that last ball again. No, he hit it reasonably near the middle of the bat. He must have had his heart in his mouth for a moment or two. Doesn't look like carrying in the end.
There's a shout, big shout, and given. Steyn didn't seem convinced at first, but they certainly did in the slip cordon.
For 2, and this is a dismissal. Bang Ding just stands up on him. Feather over an edge.
Hesitation, but safe. It was firmly driven, just a little bit of hesitation there. This morning, South Africa won the toss, they had no hesitation in bowling first at all. It's overcast and the grass on the surface, but it hasn't gone around that much, has it?
He's found this area at all this morning as
well today. Off the outside edge, that's going to run away.
Lucky about this. Gets a bottom edge and past Jack Caller's at slip.
Back boundary.
This time Maksudi just waits on it. It's a little bit wide, runs it off the face of the bait. And again, it's fine. Totove just dives in vain.
On their hands here. Good shot. The man is up. He is always looking for a boundary.
Played that perfectly. He's targeted the gap and found it with ease.
Edge, then it's gone fine. It'll go for 4. It's played well at the top of the order. Something they can definitely build on.
It's tucked in on the onside. It'll just be 1. And then we'll get a good chase this afternoon, a bit later on into the evening.
1 down to long on brings up the 100 partnership. Down the wicket. And all the way.
Can hit Duminy out the attack. It gives maybe de Villiers a real problem. Another wonderful shot down the ground.
That's up in the air and should be out. Amla getting underneath it. Completes the catch. Maksud off the field. As we see it again, it's quite low on the bat and up in the air. Good catch from Amla, having come in off that cover boundary. He leaves the field out for 42. Drinks come onto the field.
That's the wicket we're talking about.
And Maksud trying to go over the top. Middle is up in the circle. Ryan McLaren strikes again, and look at the non-strike there, saying to him, "What are you doing? There's no need for that." Ball wasn't even taken. Hashim comfortably gets underneath it.
Long way up in the air. And it's got a long way
to take it into his own hands. Slower delivery. Not quite to the pitch, but he allows his arms to go through. Makes some really good contact. And from the moment he hit it, he knew it hit it well. And there we go, all the way
for 3.
There it is. 100, number 3 for Ahmed Shehzad. He's turned it on here in Port Elizabeth. In a side that's been struggling in terms of the batting. They'll be happy to see him get to the 3 to get going straight away. Big shout, huge shout, and the finger goes up.
It's a brilliant catch. Just down the leg side, and he tries to work it and gets a feint. Face of the bat. And Quinton the Cock takes a brilliant catch. Another wicket for South Africa.
Oh dear, gotta hurry back. Gone, I reckon. Gone.
It's a good release from Imran Tahir, and Shehzad, he's struggling. And he's gone. He's 102. Pakistan 100.
Here's another look at this as it transpires. Hits it, goes past the bowler, so the non-striker goes back, but there's never really a single. It's going to mid-on, who's up in the circle, and Shehzad thinks he's going to go for the single. If he wasn't run out, his partner would have. There's a man out there. Oh dear, oh, that's a horrible misjudgment, that. Oh no.
It's a good length ball from Ryan McLaren. It's a little bit wide, and Afridi, well, it's no invitation. And Lonova Totovi goes with one. It badly mistimed that one. Has to go as a chance.
You think?
Oh, that's up in the air and over. It's gone way over.
He tried to go up and over, lash out at it. A thick outside edge, comfortably cleared the third man. Good catch.
Out. Well, that's great bowling and great catch.
Ball in exactly the right area. Sort of stump, a little bit of away movement. As Robin Jackman said, try to open the face, just managed to nick it. Good catch by the captain at the solitary slip. 11, Pakistan 214 for 6.
And it starts with a boundary four, beautifully struck.
Full, some width. Swatted away through extra cover. There's a man out on the boundary there, and he didn't get close to it. Oh, great camera work and a great attempt by the captain, AB de Villiers there. Got fingertips to it.
And again, this time off the back foot.
Square, but really solid contact. He's controlled it well as well. Middle of the bat, it's above his shoulder height.
Over. And away for 4.
This is a great finish to the innings. Again, this jumps up, doesn't really get that close.
Out.
Edge here, as you can see, cross seam from Steyn. He goes for the faster, fuller delivery. Just a small edge through to cameo of an innings. 21 Pakistan, 2-4-1 for.
How about that?
He's just smashed it over extra cover. Imran Tahir on the boundary, thought he was in business for a short while, but it's cleared the boundary comfortably.
That was good. It's found the gap between the man and fine leg and deep mid-wicket, but it's pulled in and they threw for 2.
And he's come out of his shoe. As he's run the second run, he's turned and his foot's come out of his shoe. He's left it behind. He completed the second run just on his sock. Just watch it as he turns. Pushes off and catches his shoe. He did a good thing. He just kept the head down, didn't slip. Make sure you completed the 2 runs. You can always go and get back that shoe later.
They wanted the run. There has been an appeal made by Dale Steyn. He feels that Anwar Ali has obstructed the ball. He gets called through for the bye by Omar Ajmal, and there's no intention to get in the way of the line. As you say, head down. He's just running straight, but I think he's gonna get given out.
He's just running, the ball's hit him on the shoulder. He hasn't tried to move any body part to get stumps, means that he's out. He goes for 7, Pakistan, 261 from.
Appeal from Steyn. And no problem with that whatsoever. Does he just clip the ground as the ball passes the outside edge, or is the outside edge found? Quinton de Kock was sure, so was Dale Steyn.
No, probably not as clear as he's given him. Have a look at it again. Full. Ajmal goes to 2. Pakistan 2-6-1 for 9.
And immediately there is a chance. Callis to the third man boundary, takes the catch, and Dale Steyn has a tough ask to chase down for South Africa, particularly with the batting woes that they've had of late. That is by no means competitive.
And he really has led from the front.
Jamshed and Hafeez, good
Partnerships, Maqsood and Shehzad, the one to speak to. 124, but some
all about Dale Steyn. 6 for 39 in 9 overs.
That is not going to be an easy task. 4, first boundary of the South African innings. Just gave
At this point, but didn't find the gap. This time, timing and the gap were put together, and only had one outcome. Boundary square of the wicket.
That's out.
ball just nipped away. In fact, he didn't. Ball just nipped away. And now Graham Smith, he goes for 1. South Africa 9 for 1.
That was just too full and too wide. Came off the bottom of the bat, so not out of the middle, but it's a small ground and a quick outfield. That's a terrific shot.
Delivered by de Kock. Slow delivery, over pitched, width on offer as well. And de Kock doesn't miss out. No one in the cover area region.
It's prevented a boundary.
Replay hit the bottom of the bat, and even this one he's gone quite hard at, but hasn't really middled.
That's gone a long way up. It's gone to third man. Oh dear! Total misjudgment. Just jogged in, felt that he's going to get.
He's looking to go on the leg side, and he gets a thick outside edge. Flies and dives forward. Just gets fingertips on it.
Big shout, a huge shout. It's going to stay not out. Here's a look.
No ball's fine.
Yeah, this is where the issue is. Does he get outside off stump? He generally tries to, and that is outside the line, and it is exactly what Ajmal says. He says it's outside off. And then is outside the line of off. So that won't be given out as he's playing a shot, and despite the ball going on to hit the stumps, he struck outside the line. And they needed to break this partnership, which seems to be on its way. It's nicely played. Oh, what about that for timing?
It's just outside the off stump, just pushes back. And the timing, wrist work, class. Unbelievable shot. Top shot from Amla.
Skiddy bowler. Batty.
Another shot for LBW. No interest whatsoever from umpire Oxenford. That's nicely played. Backpedaling, fine leg.
It's gone on the hook. Top edge. Saeed Ajmal coming in a bit. Might have caught it if he was right.
Over the top. Will it go all the way? One bounce for.
It's mid-off up in the circle. That ball pretty straight, probably finishing about middle and leg stump. And he just opens the face, extends the arms, and it's just one bounce for boundary.
Out. Nicely caught. Neatly caught by Hood.
And it led to the downfall. Here we see it. He gets to the pitch, looks to whip it through mid-wicket. Spin jumps. South Africa 96 for 2.
Half century for Hashim Amla, and a well played half century for him. It's the 22nd
of his career, the 4th.
That's an outstanding innings. Came in and had to set.
It's high up in the air now. This should be caught, and it is.
Jack Callis, it goes on the slog sweep, but Ed's getting a top edge. Stays high in the air, and a good catch from Ajmal. 117 for 3. Strike rate.
What a shot. Brilliant use of the feet.
Advances earlier in the over. This time the ball is a little bit fuller. Timing outstanding, and his placement even better. Here's trouble.
Disappears down there for 4, so they'll have 5.
Yeah, that's extremely useful for the batting side, and he's just realised exactly what he's done.
Okay, I'm making a nomination here. I think this is the over where the Villiers might take the attack too.
Shot. Gone for 6.
You just got the feeling it was coming. Down the wicket, gets to the pitch. We didn't get all the contact he was after. But
There it is. Fantastic shot. Oh, he smashed that. That's out the ground from A.B. de Villiers. He brings up a half-century. Half-century number 35. Got to say too that each time he gets a 50, it's one to watch.
he's gone for the flatter delivery. It is just dragged down a touch. And the contact is superb. He's absolutely medieval. Is in this kind of form. He's a very difficult man to bowl to.
Up in the air, is it going to land safely? Yes, it does. Oh,
An opportunity for them to try and turn the tide and put the pressure back on South Africa. At this stage, I'd really prefer to say we're just playing some nice, good, solid cricket shots. Yes, you can go down the ground, you can go over the top.
it's gone fine. It's gone too fine for finally.
So the shorter delivery, slower ball bumper is a good option. Unfortunately for him, it hasn't worked out. Or just drag it if it's pulled down to the leg side.
Sees fit. And in this form, in this kind of mood, well, there's not anybody really who can stop A.B. de Villiers. Junaid Khan. He fetches as well. He fetches too. He's hit this so hard. Absolutely no chance for the man at cover. Bang.
That's way up in the air. There's a man under it, and it's been taken.
Junaid Khan, he goes again on the left, but gets it too square. As a man on the deep square boundary comes round, it's Shahid Afridi, who makes no mistake. Takes a brilliant catch to get rid of the South African captain. He plays for a brilliantly played 74, and South Africa
Got it through the covers. There's no sweeper back there. Had a run away for 4.
it's short, and Amla waits, and the placement is, it's brilliant.
Drop catch by Junaid Khan. He's taken quite a blow on the leg, possibly on the knee. So physio out onto the field.
Firmly struck by Hashim Amla, and that is right on that shin bone. So that's 4. That's brilliantly played. Finally back in the circle. So very good placement.
To get across to off stump. Look to flick it over the short fine leg.
Brings up the 250 for South Africa as well. It's high up in the air, but is it going to land safe? Oh, it doesn't. It's a good catch. There was
Too much underneath it. straight up in the air, and he knew immediately. Captain calling for somebody to catch it. 54 for 5.
What a catch.
Frustration in that changing room. He got quite a lot of this, JP Duminy, now towards the mid-wicket area. It's getting fairly dark, and then he came and made a great catch for 255.
It's going to go down for 4, and Pakistan, an unlikely victory. They've won a series against South Africa, the first time ever they've beaten South Africa in a bilateral series. They've done that against the odds away from home.
And they certainly are lost from the position they got themselves into after AB de Villiers' wonderful innings, but that team is absolutely ecstatic. Well out of it. About 10 overs to go, and they've turned it around to win by 1 run in a pulsating end to the second one-day international of the series.
So Pakistan win by 1 run, and they win the series. So a phenomenal performance. They were under fire after the recent tour in the UAE. They came back from that tour. Didn't go well during the home leg. And South Africa today had this one. AB de Villiers played a brilliant innings. So Pakistan have taken an unassailable lead in this 3-match series. Hashim Amla played well for his 98. Quinton de Kock played well as well. AB de Villiers was absolutely brilliant. But in the end, South Africa lose by 1 run. A little bit reminiscent of that first one-day match in the UAE when Pakistan had that game won as well and then blew it at the end.
2 good partnerships. De Kock and Amla of 87, 110 was a fantastic partnership between Amla and de Villiers. But it wasn't enough at the end.
Junaid Khan was excellent with the ball with his 3 wickets. And then solid contributions from the other bowlers. Saeed Ajmal bowled a key over towards the latter part of the match as well. And Shahid Afridi, as always, pretty good. So there we've got it then. Pakistan win this one.